her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball.
The WNBA is stunned right now, and honestly, it's completely justified. Caitlin Clark has just proven why she's a once-in-a-generation superstar. She officially became the first athlete since Michael Jordan to receive her own signature basketball shoe. Yes, that Michael Jordan, the most iconic and influential athlete on the planet. Clark just accomplished something no one has done since MJ himself. And the craziest part? She's reached that level in her rookie year. Her impact stretches far beyond basketball fans. She's shaking the entire sports world.
Just did something that no athlete has done since.
Caitlin's skill set is on a totally different level. One that players like Angel Reese can only dream of reaching. And honestly, who can blame them? When you're this good, jealousy naturally follows. Haters come with the territory when you're dominating the league and reshaping the culture in real time. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's a movement. Fans, critics, and rivals are watching her every step.
It was like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Caitlin Clark hasn't just changed women's basketball. She's transformed the entire sports landscape. She's not simply making history. She's rewriting it. She recently signed a groundbreaking deal with Wilson Sporting Goods, becoming the first athlete since Michael Jordan to have her own signature basketball line. Yes, that Michael Jordan. This isn't just branding. It's a bold declaration of power, progress, and equality. For decades, women's basketball has been overlooked and underfunded. But Clark is bulldozing those barriers. From college on, she's been breaking records, including Pete Maravich's all-time NCAA scoring record, and forcing the world to take notice. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's a true game changer.
Her and her family. Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU.
At first, comparing Caitlin Clark to Michael Jordan might sound dramatic, until you look closely. Just as MJ transformed basketball into a global phenomenon, Clark is redefining the WNBA and women's sports as a whole. She has the skill, charisma, and star power to attract fans who never cared about women's basketball before. And the numbers prove it. Games featuring Clark nearly triple the usual WNBA viewership. National broadcasts now pull around 1.32 million viewers, numbers that would impress NBA executives. She's not just selling tickets, she's packing entire arenas. The Indiana Fever broke attendance records with over 340,000 fans this season. And online, the WNBA exploded with 157 million video views in the first week, a 380% increase from last year, thanks largely to Clark. She isn't just changing the game. She's driving the entire conversation.
Michael Jordan. I know you're not a major basketball
person.
I know. But she is the Michael Jordan.
Financially, Caitlin Clark is a gold mine. WNBA merchandise sales are shattering records, and leading the charge is Clark. Her jersey sales are skyrocketing, and Indiana Fever merchandise alone has surged by an unbelievable 1,193%. That's not hype, that's a movement. Sponsorships are flooding in too. The league's sponsor media value hit $136 million, with nearly half tied directly to Clark and the Fever. She's turning brand deals into a masterclass and proving that supporting women's sports isn't just fair, it's profitable.
It's marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi.
But Clark's influence goes far beyond basketball. In Indianapolis alone, her presence is worth an estimated $36 million, boosting ticket sales, merchandise, and even local businesses. She's creating a cultural shift. She's reshaping the image of women's basketball into something fearless, exciting, and magnetic. Kids everywhere look at her and think, that could be me. And the world is paying attention. In 2024, Time magazine named her Athlete of the Year, not female athlete, not basketball player, but Athlete of the Year. That title is reserved for people who redefine what's possible. And that's exactly what she's doing.
On a worldwide marketability list for athletes, to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. I mean, she's ahead of Steph Curry. Steph Curry is behind her.
Caitlin Clark's power doesn't stop on the court. She's making waves off it as well. When she arrived at the Time event in New York, it wasn't just an appearance, it was a statement. She's not just a sports star anymore. She's a cultural icon, standing alongside some of the most influential people in the world. Comparing her to Tiger Woods isn't exaggeration, it's reality. Tiger transformed golf into must-see TV and reshaped its entire business. Clark is doing the same for women's basketball, proving it's not just entertaining, but also a major business opportunity and cultural force. Few athletes reach this level of influence. Caitlin Clark is already there.
People weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the gain on this young white sister of ours.
But with that kind of influence comes drama. Clark's rise hasn't been completely smooth. Some WNBA veterans aren't thrilled about the massive spotlight she's getting. And honestly, who can blame them? Her instant fame and multi-million-dollar deals highlight long-standing problems, pay gaps, lack of promotion, and the constant battle for respect. Clark didn't create the tension. She just exposed it. The WNBA is finally responding. They invested $50 million into charter flights and are negotiating a new agreement to raise player salaries. This isn't generosity, it's survival. They know Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent, and they're scrambling to keep up. This kind of change should have happened long ago.
Ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for every.
Clark's impact is so massive that it's pushing the WNBA toward expansion. The league has needed to grow for years, and her ability to fill arenas has made expansion impossible to ignore. Fans are showing up like never before. The demand is crystal clear. And then there's her $28 million Nike deal. That's not just compensation, it's a statement. Deals like this prove female athletes are just as valuable, if not more, than their male counterparts. Clark isn't just making money. She's setting a new standard. Brands are realizing that women's sports aren't risky investments. They're smart ones. And Caitlin Clark is the biggest win of all.
To get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they got to be drama.
As the WNBA rides this new wave of attention, the real question is, can the league keep up? Clark has pulled them into the global spotlight, but maintaining that momentum is a different challenge. The league needs to expand, innovate, and capitalize fully on the energy she's created. This moment isn't just Clark's, it's theirs too, if they're smart enough to seize it. Her career is only beginning, yet her impact is already historic. She's not just breaking records, she's breaking barriers, reshaping the sport, and raising the bar for what women's basketball can be. The real test isn't whether Clark will continue to rise, it's whether the WNBA can rise with her. One thing is certain, Caitlin Clark isn't here to follow the old rules. She's here to rewrite them.
Of some players being jealous? Yes, that probably exists. Okay. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal